Today's guest is a true icon in transforming Hong Kong's nightlife through the development of Kwai Fong to creating one of Phuket's most luxurious resorts and villas, Andara. It's fair to say he's been behind some of the most influential property developments in Asia, and now he's back in Phuket with a brand new development, Sudara, a stylish new condominium just steps from the beach in Bangtao. I'm genuinely excited to welcome Dr. Allan Zeman.
It's really good to be here. Of course, in a place that I love. It's my home in Phuket. I love the people. I love the culture. I love the city. I've seen the growth of it. I've been here for 25 years, and I've seen the changes that have taken place in Phuket.
What changes have you seen, just in summary, over the years?
Well, when I came 25 years ago, there were not a lot of hotels. I mean, the only luxury hotel at the time was probably Puri, almost 18, 19 years ago. I was supposed to go skiing to Whistler, and I was in no condition to go to a cold climate. I told my wife, let's come to Phuket. And so we came up here, and this land was just forest. Had the contractor in, and we started building, and that was the end of history. Chandara became probably one of the biggest homes here in Phuket.
It actually reminds me of Andara, and in terms of the maintenance and the upkeep.
This was my first baby, my first child. And after this, I built the plaza, the offices, retail. Where Andara was on a hillside, and this place faced Andara. And that was originally done by a Thai surveyor from Bangkok who worked for the government. He and his wife had bought the land. They always knew where the road was going to be, where the government's building the new road. So he bought that land, and they built, they had an American consultant to tell them what he thought they should do. And he suggested they do one-bedroom condos, small rooms, and rent out as a hotel. And for some reason, he thought, well, he had a good relationship with them. He'll bring them here to build this project where Andara is China State. And rule number one, don't bring a foreign builder to build your place in a foreign country.
Right.
Because they don't speak the language. They don't, especially Thailand, had its own culture. It's quite inward, and so so he did, and everything was wrong with it. He had to cut them out and then really build something there. So I watched it from here. It was ugly. It was an empty hill with these concrete bunkers were half built, and suddenly he got cold feet, and he thought this American consultant was not any good, which he wasn't. And this house became very famous, and he called and said, he called my assistant, would your boss be interested to come and look at the land and buy the land from us, because we are giving up. So I went over there, and I always say I look at things not for what they are, I look at things for what they could be. That's always been, I think, my success, because most people look at things and they all see the same thing. For me, Steve Jobs, Jack Ma, all the kind of people that really created something special, they all see things totally different. So I made a deal and totally bought it. And then the first thing I did was gut the whole place, take it apart, take it down. And because he had already carved the roads out on the mountain, and just designed based on Chandara, based on villas first, and then the land for the residences came available. So I bought that, and we extended it just to happen next door. So the villas were like 6, 7, 8 bedroom villas, very luxurious, and some sold this high. I originally started off selling around $2 million at 1.75 million US for the first villa. The last transaction for one was about 15 million US.
Wow.
So I said, I'm happy because the buyer wound up making more money. than the developer.
Right.
Which is the case, which, satisfies customers. That's what I'm all about. Now, it's a 5-star brand, and we're actually expanding that now. We'll be managing hotel brands like the Marriott does. If you've got a brand that you want to upgrade that looks good, we're happy to look at it and give it the Andara branding and then manage it on behalf of the owners. And so this is another thing we're doing with Andara. So it's good. And then, of course, Sudara came along because Bangtao, in the old days, we had that land there for a long, long time. And, Bangtao was a place that everything was in Surin at the time. Surin Beach, Lamsing Beach was the hot beach that everybody hung out. Suddenly, Bangtao came along, and Catch was the first thing. And then you started to get all these beach clubs on a fabulous, really good beach. 14 or 15 beach clubs exist today with great restaurants and a great place to, you're in Phuket. Beach clubs are what it's all about. And our Sudara was like a 5-minute walk, and you're right on Andaman Beach. We'll have a buggy. So we decided now is a good time to start building there. And so we designed Sudara, which in-house, we have all in-house designers. And we'll do 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom condos that we felt priced at a very good price range. Not expensive, moderate, but still, I always believe gives the customer more than they expect. If you deliver more than is expected in everything, merchandise, I grew up in merchandise business. I always said, give them more than they are expecting or they paid for. They do that, you'll have a customer for life. They always come back, and they always will trust you. And that's what I love doing. I'm not one that just looks at the bottom line, and some people just care. When it's all finished, we have a huge pool, Olympic-sized pool. You've got balconies. You've got, and we've got a great gym. Really, really beautiful. The whole co-working space is wonderful. And a spa, cafeteria, I love it, and it really turned out to be a labor of love, and what us will have a trolley taking people by buggy from the hotel or apartment to the beach, to the beach. That's really what it's all about. It's convenience and giving people. I'm happy if they make more money than I make. That means I did a good job.
Yes.
We like to be cautious and do things in a controlled way that really that no one gets into trouble. And because when you sell a condo or you sell a property to someone, you have a responsibility to that person. You're actually, while the construction is going on, you actually have their money, and they're trusting you. Someone who might live, far away, different countries, different cultures, but they've trusted you with your money, and it's really important that you don't lose their trust, and then they continue with it. And as I say, we'll deliver a beautiful product that they'll be very proud of. And if they're proud, we'll be very proud.
I was lucky enough to have some friends of mine that actually bought a unit at Sudara recently, and a couple, they live in Dubai, and from the first visit to the sales office, the wife, she was sold straight away. I think she could see herself in the yoga studio.
I know your friend. I was there at the time.
That's right, you were.
That's right.
You popped in.
That's right, I popped in. I just, from the few times in Phuket, and we hit it off right away. I mean, I like him very much, and the wife, of course, was blown away. And the good thing about them, they make a decision. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
And the next day, everything signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
We got the deposit, and then I think they paid almost the whole thing up front. We gave them a good discount, and they'll be very, very happy. That much I'm sure. They already have a home down the road from there. And so, yeah, I mean, that's, it's, yeah, when you walk through the show house is really, it's really, really very, very special, very nice. We created also the interior, the furniture, everything. It's a just grab a key and walk in, you know. Many people think from the exterior, because it's so nice, many people walk by on the road. They stop by and they think it's a spa. They come in and want a massage. We wind up selling them.
It has that look.
Instead of a spa. Right. But, you know, and we've got people buying from all over the world, actually, which is a good thing. There's a good mix of tenants.
Sorry to interrupt. Hope you're enjoying the interview. Just want to say that we have all the information for Sudara in one link, which I'll put below in the description. If you're interested, please click on that and you'll see all the information there.
I don't look at cost first. I look at the product first. Then I'll see what the cost is, and then I see how we can massage it so that it's affordable, and it's
kind of inverted it the other way around.
Like many people just do it, and then they try to cut corners and see how they can get it into their profit. I'm not like that. It doesn't excite me. I do this because it's something I love doing. I love building. I love creating. You know, for me, I always say land is land. No matter what it is. Yeah, some people have nice sea view, some people have just plain land, but it's what you put on the land that really makes a difference. And so I always, in this world, for as long as we're all here, I just want to leave some beautiful monuments so people really can be happy. And my motto is make everyone happy. The world is so screwed up at the moment. You know, there's so much unhappiness and people suffering all over the world. Why not create beauty and live in a beautiful world? You know, and that's my motto. Life is beautiful. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as we said Andara would manage Sudara, people were very, very happy because we have such a good brand now. And such a good brand name that people are happy to make an investment. You know, investment, you're hoping not to lose money, you know, especially in a foreign country. You're hoping to make money and you hope to find somebody good to look after your investment and make sure it multiplies, not depletes. And that's something we like to do. I like to make people happy.
You mentioned previously about looking forward into the future and having a vision of what things could be like. And I know that, you know, in Phuket, you've done that. And in Kwai Fong in Hong Kong, you certainly did that in developing the nightlife district. I'm just wondering, what do you see in the future of Phuket?
I mean, Phuket, you know, well, the government is now talking about casinos, actually. It's been announced in the paper the last few months. 5 casinos coming to Thailand, 2 in Bangkok, 1 in Phuket, 1 in Pattaya, and 1 in Chiang Mai. Obviously, I'm the chairman of Wynn in Macau as well. I've been the chairman. I've been there from the beginning, actually, 20-odd years, but the chairman for the last 16 years when Steve Wynn had to retire and leave the company. I'm still the chairman, you know, and so I know the gaming business very, very well. I know in Singapore does a very good job. In Singapore does a good job. Macau now does a very good job with it as well. Here, it's still up for discussion between the 2 parties that government parties that need to come to an agreement, along with the people who they represent in the public. And so there's talking about the first portion was shelved because they didn't have the vote. And so, but it's a government negotiation, basically. And I think that probably by the summer, when the second reading comes about, probably they'll have the vote. And building in Bangkok first might be more difficult because you don't have that much space around, you don't have a lot of traffic, you don't have that much land. So just heard recently, but so many rumors flying around that might be Phuket first, Now, casino, I've been with it in Macau. I've seen it grow from before, when Macau in the old days was really a triad infested place,
Right.
And then they really cleaned it up after bringing in Wynn and Sands and Venetian and all the Melco and all the other brands, Galaxy. It suddenly became a great place to visit and really increased the life of the people, the income of the people, because it brings a lot of the taxes down to almost nothing because of that. And so, and now the government wants 60% non-gaming, 40% gaming, instead of 100% gaming like it was in the past, following the Las Vegas model. And that in itself really conjures very, very well for society, because it does bring, as we all know, casinos do bring a lot of people to, to an area, because people love that. And plus, it'll bring a lot of shows, a lot of entertainment.
It's lovely to hear your stories. It's lovely to hear about Sudara and your journey in Phuket. And I'm mindful of your time. We've already gone over. Yeah. So I just want to say...
No, as I say, I'm really happy. And tell the Sudara story, Andara story, Chandara story. They're good stories. And I'm proud to be kind of the creator of them. And I'm sure things are going very well right now. And hopefully will continue. And I have a lot of confidence in the future of Phuket. So let's see you.
Thank you for your time.